What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin, your daily updates. There's some things we need to talk about. If you watched the video yesterday, you know that we'll talk briefly about next week in terms of news. It's not the busiest week, but towards the end of the week, there's some important economic events that we'll talk about, and we'll talk about what it is, but also what that means for the price. Potentially even right now, because right now is obviously the Sunday to Monday transition, or the beginning of the week, in which usually a lot of volume comes into the markets, and that makes Bitcoin move quite often. Right now you can see that the volume has dropped down significantly. I think at the very low it was down like 45 something %. Right now it's slowly going up. Not too much. I mean, I think in total, like it's now been like $40 million that has been added in volume, but we can see some sort of price movement right here, I guess. So yeah, we'll talk about in general what to expect. All right, so that's what we'll do. Before we dive into that, and before we dive into Bitcoin, though, I do want to mention that I have my own premium trading group in which I share my own trades. And I'm a profitable trader, which might be important then. But apart from that, you also gain access to an exclusive chat room full of traders in which we basically discuss anything that's happening in the crypto markets, and my trading guide. So if you actually want to become a better and more profitable trader, check that out. Links will be down in the description or the pinned comment, or you can just head on over to cilinix.com. But for now, let's get into Bitcoin. So to start off with a brief technical summary of the price right now. Bitcoin is stuck in some sort of a range between 26,300 right here and 25,700. That's technically the situation. We're in that range, and we're waiting for either a bullish breakout or a bearish breakout. And it's the main thing about analyzing Bitcoin right now is forming some sort of a theory of which one is most likely to happen. If you watched my video yesterday, you know that I think it's more likely to get a bullish breakout, and the very little volume that's coming into the market right now is confirming that. But like I said, I mean, it's barely enough to really make a conclusion like that. But there are some other reasons why I think that, so we'll talk about that as well. But before we do that, and before we kind of do a conclusion of what I expect technically, I do want you to know about next week. We don't have that many economic events, but especially on Thursday, we have the initial jobless claims and the PCE price index, which is some sort of an inflation rate, which I think we can actually expect some bullish momentum from that. But the results actually on Thursday will matter a lot as well. And then on Friday, we have non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. So I'll still, in the days leading up to that, I'll still kind of do a more in-depth dive on those and tell you what to expect at that point of time. For now, I actually do think those can work in our favor, because the jobless claims and the PCE price index, or at least the jobless claims, have been very, very low. So there's a higher chance that might actually be reversed, and that this time around could be a bit higher. And the PCE price index itself, it's expected that it will go up, which obviously creates a lot of potential. If it's lower than expected, that we will get bullish momentum, which also has a bit of a bullish effect right now. Apart from that, the dollar strength index, there's a lot we need to talk about. The dollar strength index is also nearing resistance, which is good for Bitcoin. And historically, after a crash like this, Bitcoin has always recovered. So those are kind of my main arguments as to why I think it's more likely to get a bullish breakout. Doesn't necessarily need to happen in the next 24 hours. But I do expect it in the next week. All right, so that's my take on it for now. I will keep you updated on that though, and if it changes, I'll tell you in advance. But for now, this is my take on Bitcoin. So thank you for watching. If you do have any questions, let me know, of course. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.